Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. Want to win in life's challenges? To know the will of God and have more passion for Him? Practical help right now with Tak Bhana and Running with Fire.
Another key to maintaining the fire of God in your life and guarding it is right responses to trials, to hurt and pain. This is huge, and where so many people, so many Christians lose their day. Here's a statement: history turns on a dime. Think about that. A dime is a defining decision that takes a few moments of courage. Today, as you listen, some of you need to make a tough decision to respond right to the trial you are facing, no matter how severe it might be. In the midst of your battles, can I encourage you, don't lose confidence in God. Don't stop worshiping God. Why don't you say, I'm going to show people that God is not just the God of the mountains, He's also the God of the valleys. And that no matter what's happening in your life, you're going to worship God regardless. You're going to worship Him when you're down and out and in a valley and struggling and things are difficult. You're going to worship God. And then when you're on the mountaintop, you're going to worship God there as well. You're not serving a Santa Claus kind of a God who, you're only happy when He blesses you and does good things for you. No, you serve the God of the universe who died on the cross and gave His life for you. And you're going to worship Him all the days of your life, in the good times and the bad times, in the mountaintops and in the valleys, when you're facing giants and when it's a smooth ride, when the sea is calm and the sea is stormy. It doesn't matter. You're not basing your faith and your worship on God, on what's happening in your life, but you're basing it on who God is, not on what He does, but on who He is. If you can demonstrate that to the Christians around you, it's going to be your greatest message. Because so many people struggle to do that in their lives. I recently met a leader whose daughter was born with serious medical issues. And 4 decades later, she still can't get a job. It's a huge trial for him, and there's other issues as well. I really felt for him, and I even said to him, wow, this must be so hard for you. His response was amazing. He said, this has been the making of me as a leader. It's made me a man of prayer. Right responses to this heavy trial increased the fire in his life. Didn't dim the fire, it increased the fire. What the enemy meant to take him down, God used it to take him up. The setback came a place where greater blessing worked in his life. Whatever you're facing today, God is up to something tremendously good. Your future history turns on a dime. That is a right response. Today, choose to make that right response and let it increase your fire. People talk about church hurt. Don't you hear it all the time? I want to say something about this. So what happens? People get hurt in church, so they stop going to church. It's all over the place, isn't it? But we go everywhere else where we got hurt. You get hurt at home, what do? You go back every day. You get hurt at work, what do? You stop. You still keep going back to work. So let's stop making God pay for the people who hurt us. If we don't go to church for people, we won't stop going because of people. The last place you should stop going to when you're hurt is church, because that's where you can get healing and that's where you can, move forward, and that's what can help you a lot as well. So respond right to your hurt. Another way to maintain the fire in our lives is to be different to the world. We're called to be in the world, but not of the world. And there's a daily battle against the world and the anti-God culture around us. And it's there all the time. We've got to fight against this. And it takes tremendous determination and a close walk with God to not buy in to worldly thinking, worldly behavior, worldly culture, and to pursue the same gods. We need to make sure we live our lives different to the people of the world. Remember how we started last week and the beginning of this week? There's a cold wind blowing, and all the influences of the world, if we embrace them and let them too much into our lives, that will dim the fire. Let's not permit that to happen in our lives, but let's guard our fire with great diligence.
Tak Bhana is the Senior Pastor of Church Unlimited in Auckland, New Zealand. For more information, to make contact or to listen again, look for Running with Fire at our website, vision.org.au. Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.